7.
Yeah.
And what you do is, the whole idea is to try and beat your opposite. So because I've got double 6, I will put that down first, and then Cat will follow. You can't let him see what you're doing. So you will either play...
Watch out, John. Pamela will be cheating.
You'll either play something with a 5 or a 6.
You can't play domino, John?
Eh?
You can't play domino?
No, I've played it before, many years ago.
So 5 is 6.
Right.
5 is 6 is your play.
Yeah. So now it's my play, and because I want to win, I'm going to turn it 6 because I think I've got.
You think you have no more?
I think you haven't got any more.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So now
Blank or 6.
You can play either end.
So I need like a blank.
A blank or.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
First you can't play.
And I'm going to play double blank.
Let's go bless.
Double S.
I don't have.
That's right. So I've passed him. So even though it's passed now, you've got to pass him. Whoa. Now I'm still holding on to that end.
So that goes like
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. Right. So it's your go again, John.
Does that go like that now?
That's right. That's all right like that.
Oh, right. So.
Have you got any?
You want to play?
No. I want to pass him. So.
I have none of them.
Right. So again, your go, John.
Yes, take some of that.
Oh wow. Now I've got to move this.
Okay.
So.
Let's see how good you are.
Right. Okay.
Force your play, John.
No. So I could have.
Right. So you knock.
Oh, hang on.
No, me lose now.
Right. Can you play, John? Have you got
John, play your play.
I've passed.
Me pass your play, John.
I can't.
Right, so in that case, then the game's shut. So who's got the least amount?
Well, I got 8, you got 8. I mean, John.
Oh, John's winning. I can't believe that. I can't believe that.
Never play with a politician.
That's the name of the game, you know. And on that, on a more serious note, John, you can recall we did an event on the 10th of March.
Yeah.
Play domino, talk prostate.
Absolutely.
That was brought about as a collaboration between the Centre for BME Health, Prostate UK and Prostate Local to raise awareness right across the board, but in particular with black men who are 1 in 4 will get prostate cancer. And it was a fantastic event. It just showed the innovation. You can see the fun we've just had here playing this game. It's a cultural game, African Caribbean culture game, but it's bringing out a very serious message. Sylvester was excellent at the event, was newly diagnosed, and he'll tell you a little bit about that. And then basically it's us talking about, I understand that Theresa May have talked about putting more money into prostate cancer, but we want to know that they're supporting grassroots people, making sure that it reach where it's supposed to go, and we're doing more testing locally, not necessarily GP surgeries, but we want your support. The Centre for BME Health would love your support, get you on board, and to support what we're doing at grassroots level to support and to save lives.
Well, absolutely, Pamela, and you've got my full support, because I know representing Leicester, which is a wonderfully diverse city, as we know, but I know that I think it's 1 in 4 men from an African Caribbean background at risk, and I think a lot of men in this city across the country don't realise that so many could be at risk from prostate cancer. And I think there's still a lot of stigma in the community about coming forward for the testing and asking for advice. I don't know how you found it, Sylvester, but I think we've got to deal with that stigma, and I think that the initiatives that you're doing through the Centre for the BME Health and all the work that you do in Leicester and across the East Midlands is so important about tackling stigma, and you've got my full support. At a national level, we need to make sure we've got the investment coming into the prostate cancer research. We've got to make sure we've got investment coming into cancer across the board, because we've actually got some of the worst cancer rates in Europe for all the different cancers, not just prostate.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I don't know how you found it.
Well, I mean, me personally, after I pluck up the courage to go and be tested, I mean, bearing in mind, I'm not kind of person that said I didn't want to know. But then eventually I went and had the test done. And then they told me that I've got T3B prostate cancer. And my first thought, well, where do I get the operation? The man said, what operation? He said, no, you're just new, so you can get fixed. You know, you can fix it. You know, so he started me on hormone tablets, and then I've just had radiotherapy, 7.5 weeks of it. But what concerned me most, I mean, out of all the black people that live in Leicester, black men that live in Leicester, who I know quite a lot of them, hundreds of them I know. And for 7.5 weeks, John, I was, well, apart from one man, one old black man was down there. You know, I mean, in 7.5 weeks, and he was there for about the first week I was there getting the treatment. And no more. And you're going to tell me that all these black people are stupid and don't want it? You know what I mean? That's what I'd like to go and start up a clock tower and tell them how to go and get it done. And because it's very important. Luckily for me, it was just at the beginning. You know, so I could get treatment. But if it goes to your bones and into your lymph gland, that's it, you're completely finished. You're not good for yourself and nobody. I mean, and that's what I like to get down to the people. Go and get yourself tested.
We've got to get the message out there.
Absolutely, and that's why we're doing things differently, John, because quite often people do things and think it's one glove that fits all. Let's have a meeting and talk about it. By doing things in a different way, we've seen the result through the Centre for BME Health. We've seen the result of having people come out, and now people are talking about it with the help of Sylvester alongside myself, and we'll be pushing him in front in the end. He's at the side of me at the moment with me supporting him, but I'm expecting him to lead alongside other men to take the message and say, hey, I've done it, how about you? But we've got to do it in a way and in an environment that is conducive to the people that we're trying to reach.
And we've got to get the message across that if you're a black man from your mid-40s onwards, go and speak to your doctor, or come and speak 45 onwards, come and speak to your organisation, or just get some advice, because it's so important. Because, you know, just think of if you don't get it sorted out, or you don't, or if you think, oh, he's not going to be me, he'll be someone else. Just if you've got grandkids or whatever, you know, think about them. You've got to get yourself checked out and sorted, because you've got responsibilities.
But it's not only the grandkids, because I mean, like since I've been involved in finding out I've got this thing, that's when I knew that there was one in 4 black men have it. You know, and then I heard at the meeting that one of my daughters allowed to end up with breast cancer. You know what I mean? And if my mother had breast cancer, that means that's why I've got prostate. You mean all these things I never knew.
Exactly.
I knew nothing about that, but now I know, you know, so I'm saying to my daughter, go and get yourself screened, you know what I mean?
And that is correct, because like you've just alluded to, I've just become aware of, since that event, a gentleman who's got prostate cancer, and his son has now been diagnosed. And what we've also found out from the meetings and start doing this campaign is that there is a link between a man having prostate cancer and their daughter getting breast cancer. So it's important for people to get checked out, so they know their family history and they can pass on what they. So it shouldn't be done in isolation, and that's why we're calling on you, John, to support us in what we're doing and to help to prevent men and people right across the board from dying from this silent illness.
Well, you're doing tremendous work, and we're all very proud of the work that you do, Pamela, in Leicester and the wider Midlands area. You've got my full support. We've got to get the message out there. We've got to talk to people. We've got to talk to people at the different events in Leicester, at the centre as well. But some, you know, we've got the festival in August. Perhaps we can do some work there as well at the festival, the Caribbean Festival. So let's get the message out there to men, because we don't want people ignoring this issue or be worried about it or scared of getting it checked out. Best thing to do is get things checked out, isn't it?
But when I first found out I lost a stone in a matter of weeks, you know what I mean? I want to die, you know what I mean? I lost a stone. You know,
you're worried?
But then I had to start and sit down and talk to myself. I'm out in the lorry in the daytime driving. And I go, okay, he's not the most, you know, be powerful, be strong. The man so you can repair, let him repair you. And after I told him, he's a madman driving that. Because I'm talking to myself, you know what I mean? I'm going to start myself up. You're a madman, so you can fix it, let him fix me. You know?
That's the way. That's
Yeah.
it. That's
So
it.
basically, what we're saying is spot the signs. Through the initiative of playing domino, let's all have it. There you are. Spot the signs.